Do all men think the same? Do you think all men think the same? I kind of think they all think the same. I'm kidding. Or am I? I'm not sure. I'm not gonna give my opinion before other people give their opinions in here, because then I can just bandwagon on someone, you know? I feel like that is a safer choice. Let's see what they have to say.
You asked for it.
Stick around to the end. We love talking to you guys. Enjoy this episode of SuperMAN.
I like the way the old school ways work. They did work. We just messed it up.
Oh, we gotta cancel him. He liked the old ways, where we hit the women and we made the vacuum. Or something. I'm just guessing that is his option. Or like, not option, but his meaning. We probably should wait until we hear the full story before we cancel him, right? Okay, I'll give you a second chance, man. I'll give you a second chance.
So that's important to you?
Yeah, it's like a spicy video already.
I'm the
Is the sound level okay?
caretaker of society.
Oh, he was like, I love these Spectrum videos, man, because then I can have like super good comments and be like a better human. Good, thanks. Oh yeah.
I have worried about the size of my penis.
I have worried about the size of my penis. Well, should I let them answer first? Should that be the flow and then I give my opinion after? Yeah, it's much safer. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. He's laughing.
2, 1, go.
Yeah, it's too big. Yeah, it's like, holy shit, is this gonna... Yeah, it's just... Oh, the microphone there just attacked me. Okay, I'm letting them say something first.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
That's a good question. I like this.
Oh, okay. So 52 disagree, or like not per people, but percent. 48% agree. So it's pretty half-half.
It's just a normal thing to be worried about. Like when you're growing up, like you're like, am I normal? You know, like.
I hate this. I guess like when I was younger, I was like, whoa, is this normal? Is this not? But like, eventually I was like, nah, I'm fine. I feel like this whole conversation is just like bringing to my awareness how impressionable and like how much of our lives and our masculinity is defined by when we're kids. When everybody's like, oh, you gotta have a big dick, you gotta have a big dick. And all you see is like, only time you see a dick is on porn and it's like 14 inches, then
Yeah,
it's
like a mamba.
It doesn't look like that.
yeah. Then of course you're gonna like start thinking about
Is
it.
that a third leg?
Versus.
But I feel like, yeah, before, due to sound issues, we had to reset, giving the men a chance to change their answers. Damn, they're gonna change their answers? 10 centimeters is way too much for the girls. Yeah, I know. And then when you have like 60 centimeters, it's starting to become a real problem, you know? You have to stand at the other end of the room when you're gonna do something funny. It's not great. It's not great. It's like first world problems, man. I don't know. I'm just kidding here. But anyway, like, I feel like if you say you haven't ever been like worried about or thought about the size, you're kind of probably lying or something. I don't know, because like it must be like the most normal human thing when you like grow up that you have those thoughts at least a couple of times, you know? Lying or lying. Yeah, it's either lying or lying. Like, I'm comfortable with this now, and I've been comfortable for many years. I don't think much about it anymore. I'm just like, whatever. But to say I never thought about it, that will be a lie. Okay, give me your answers, guys. Oh. Okay, so I feel like this is one really good thing about the Spectrum kind of thing, where you can talk about things and then people can change their mind. So this, you saw it now. People changed their minds. They went over to agree. There's just this one like crazy lunatic that is like a little bit unagreeing, you know? It probably has a reason.
I changed my mind because what he said was, it made a lot of sense, because I remember the first time I saw porno and I saw a black guy's penis, I was like, I'm not like that. As I got older,
I'm built differently.
perfected my craft. I've never had a problem with women. It has nothing to do with the penis. It's all about, it's not the size of the boat, it's the motion of the ocean. You
Yeah,
just
it's the motion of the ocean, man.
love a woman, you embrace each other, and it's just, I've never had a problem with a woman since then.
I think for younger guys, this is the concern that I'm realizing is like, maybe if these discussions were more open about size and whatever, and that really over time it all becomes okay and it's fine, maybe that would help a lot.
I feel like I'm not sure if this is correct though, but I feel like there is a pretty open conversation about it. I feel like it's being talked about, but I feel like it is something that needs to be talked about for all ages, almost like forever, because it's always a new generation. It is always like the starting to like figure yourself out. So it's gonna be like a forever thing. It's not like something that's just fixed today and then it's fixed forever, just because we had an open conversation. I feel like continue the open conversation is what I mean. I think that is the way to go. So I agree with him. I just think that it's like never fixed, kinda, or always fixed. Depends on how you look at it. It's the Schrödinger's cat or something.
A man should pay for the first date.
Woo! A man should pay for the first date.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, he's running. It's like, I don't want to give nobody no my money, man. I never worried about my size. I did measure me once. Yeah, I measured me once as well. I just had to use like 15 rulers. So I had to go and buy a lot of rulers in order to be able to do it, you know? Disagree? Go Dutch or go home? Well, he's all the way over to strongly agree. It is more fun when they don't agree, though. I love it. Bullshit. Hashtag rude.
Nice.
Oh, I love this.
I like the way the old school ways work. They did work. We just messed it up.
So that's important to you to like take that leadership role, to be
Tradition.
to be like the breadwinner.
I'm the caretaker of society. I don't even like saying it this way. Once you give the woman the power, then you just demasculated yourself.
Whoa. He is not just saying just a little bit. He's saying it all, you know? I was gonna give this guy a second chance, but he ruined it. I don't know. Oh, I know. But yeah, I feel like he seems like a little bit of a rough character. So maybe he's like a little bit tainted by that. Maybe. But yeah, let's listen.
Stick to what's made me happy, and my grandparents, my parents, I'm just gonna stick with it because it works. It's not perfect, but it works.
Ooh, he's in shock, and he is not agreeing at all, this other guy.
Man, plain and simple.
I don't know. I think we're just getting in dangerous territory when we start talking about chivalry. At the end of the day, it's like, yo, baby, if you want to pay for this, like, there is no hierarchy here. Like, if you want to pay for this, pay for this. Maybe next time I'm like, I just got a check, so I'll pay for it.
Wasn't this the first meal, though?
Yeah,
said?
the first one.
You only get one chance to make a first impression.
What does it matter if it's a girl or a guy? It's 2019, and your logic shouldn't be...
2019, man.
Like, no disrespect, like, oh, because my grandpa did it and it worked for him, then it works for me. If she's not gonna date me that second time because I didn't pay for her,
Yeah,
I think I got you, bullet.
A wee bit. Before they go to the next one, I feel like I'm just gonna share like what I think. I guess like I think it doesn't need to be like I'm not on either like I don't think I'm on either side. I'm just in the middle there. I just go with the flow. Whatever fits the situation. I'm not gonna be like, oh, I have to pay for this, or I'm not gonna say like, no. Equal rights here. A lot of guys have been paying before, so now it's your turn. I'm not gonna be on either like very extreme side. I feel like you just see the situation and you're like, maybe you're. I would probably, if I was in that situation, not because there's like some huge like pressure or some huge like thing in my life where I have to be like this, but I would probably, on a first date, I would probably say like, no, I can pay for it. And then she would maybe say like, no, I can pay for it. And then I would say, no, I can pay for it. And then we're like, no, we can pay for it, both of us, right? Or something like that. It would probably be a little bit of an awkward situation, but I feel like I would be more of like the I like to give people stuff. It doesn't need to be a date. It could be just like me and a guy also. If the financial situation is good for it, I would like to offer to pay for things. But yeah, I don't think it's like a thing where girls can't pay for it. But as like just a human being, I like to give, you know. And also, I feel like he has a point with the first impression, though. Not that you have to make a huge first impression, but like it goes the other way as well. Like if the girl says like, I can pay for this, or do you want to share the bill or something, then she also makes a first impression that she's open to pay or to like share and stuff like that. So yeah, baby, I feel like my way is the best way. But I feel like everyone thinks that. And I'm also open to change. Just tell me, guys, and I'll do my best.
I support the Me Too movement.
Oh, I have a feeling that one person, maybe the badass guy, is gonna go like all the way to like disagree or whatever. I don't support it at all or something. He has to. He has started to build an image. He can't fail us now. Same. I like to pay for people's things sometimes because I'm fortunate to be in a position where I can. Yeah. And sometimes I'm in a situation where I'm starving and then I will just not go on that date. Or I will say I can only pay for myself. I can either do one of those. But it's not like I can't let anyone else pay, but I would be very awkward, or like I wouldn't feel great going to something knowing that I can't pay my share. I would just feel really bad. So either I have to be upfront about it, or I wouldn't go, I think. And that has nothing to do with not letting the other person pay. I just feel like it's rude to assume, you know, that other people can just pay for you. But this is me too.
1, go.
Oh, the lag though. Oh, I hate the lag. There we go.
Be real. Be real.
Oh, yes! He's sticking to his guns. He's following his brand. Yes. It's not like I root for him, but it makes it more interesting. I know a few girls who happily accept the men to be provider. So I guess all of you could find a partner. 100%. I know people as well that are like my age and they have it like that, where the guy is pretty much paying for everything, the girl is managing the house, and they're happy about it and they're happy with it. I feel like the world doesn't have to be either or, you know. It doesn't need to be like either everyone is 100% like doing the same thing, where both going to work, both are providing, both are paying for everything. It doesn't have to be like you can only have that or you cannot have it anywhere. I feel like the world is rich, it's vast, and I feel like I've also heard about like guys staying at home, managing the house, fixing for the kids, and then the ladies out working, having a really good job. It is like that somewhere as well. I think it is. Who was it? I think it is. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna say any names, but yeah, both ways. It can go both ways. I just feel like the modern thinking, or I would say probably the right way to think, is to just be a little bit open. Don't be so judgmental about like people's situation. As long as people are happy, man, it's the most important.
At first, when I saw it, you know, and talking to my friends, and family, a lot of people in the South, they're like, these women should have spoke up a long time ago. And then I had to
yes, embrace change and keep an open mind. Simple as that. 100%. And I also think that when you're having a conversation with your like partner about it, just be a be gentle, be kind, listen, stuff like that. Me and 𝗦liche has been like talking about like if in the future we're in a place where we have so much money together that she doesn't have to work 100%, then she would like to work a little bit less. But it is not me that is saying like, 𝗦liche, could you work a little bit less because we need this done and this done and this done. It's not like that. I'm just like basically listening to what she wants to do, and then I'm like thinking, am I okay with it? And then I'm just saying, yeah, hell yeah, that would be nice. So I feel like how the conversation at home is going as well is very important in this kind of situation. Not that embracing change and keeping an open mind is always as simple as it sounds. Yeah, but hey, it's a great line. It's a very great line, and like the simple is often the right answer, right? Simplicity is key. I don't know, but it is like that with a lot of things. But Me Too movement, though, what do we think? What do we think, guys? Do you guys want to say like your opinions about Me Too before I say my answers, and then we can listen to them at the same time?
Step aside and really process it for myself and be like, you know what? She didn't feel comfortable, and she wasn't in a society, in a place where it was acceptable for her to say anything about it. So now that they have
Happy wife,
the
happy life,
platform and the ability,
yeah.
I'm like, that's amazing. Speak your truth.
Oh, you opened another can of worms there. Like happy life, happy wife, happy life. I am trying to follow that, and I hope like 𝗦liche is thinking like happy man, happy life, or whatever. Just be kind to each other, man. I forgot what Me Too was. I forgot what Me Too was, to be honest. Oh, you did? Have you forgotten? It is about like, okay, I'm gonna butcher it, but that is just how it is in my life, okay? But Me Too, as I understand it, it's like empowering women to feel safe to stand up and tell or like speak about something that happened to them where they were in a position where they got taken advantage of because of like hierarchy or whatever. So it could be like, for example, if you are working somewhere, there's a man that is like above you in like rank. Maybe he's your boss or something, and then he's making you do something. Maybe he's like making you take off your clothes. Maybe it is like making you, I don't know, some sexual harassment or stuff like that, you know? So it's like, yeah, that rings a bell. Yeah, I probably butchered it though, but it's like the general idea, I think, to make it easier, or like not to make it easier, but to empower women to come forth. Happy man, LT will get a ring soon. Yeah, just do nice stuff to each other. It's a partnership. It's a partnership indeed. It's like you are in this together, and you have a teammate. You wouldn't be like making things difficult for your teammates. You know, it's not good. Usually workplace harassment, mostly in sexual nature. Yes. Thank you.
Truth.
What do you tell a child who is accused of rape by a woman, has his whole life destroyed, and then people just go, eh?
There's always going to be people that take advantage of it. It's not going to be perfect. We're figuring it out as we go, but I think it's done more good than it's done bad.
I think we get to acknowledge the bad though. Like I think,
yeah,
like
of course.
that's why I'm doing like this thing is like for us to say like, oh, he did that to me, and all of a sudden now we've like vindicated that guy is like vilified. Like there is no chance of like him having a say in the conversation.
That is like something I'm sitting here thinking about what is my opinion on this, and I already have like basically opinion, but yeah, I feel like he is like nailing the hammer on the head there, because I feel like it's really good to make it easier for women to stand up and say speak their mind and tell people about things. But I also have this like, it hurts in the body to just like think about the lies whenever it's untruths, because you get as I understand it, you get like judged by the court of public opinion, and then they just murder you basically, not literally but figuratively, where you could lose your job, or like your wife can leave you, or like some other things. Like it can be like horrible. I heard and I read like a couple of stories about it, like where there was this girl that sexually, that accused this guy of sexual abuse, and then he killed himself, and it turned out it wasn't true. And then she, the same person, did it to 2 other people. And I think there was one dude that was like almost killing himself, and then the last one started up like the conversation or whatever about like she lying, and then it ended up with her like in court losing, and that nothing was like that, it wasn't real, and she didn't really get any trouble for it, and someone died, and that is so sad. That is very sad. What did you guys say, though? I'm very curious. I find it difficult to relate because I've never seen conduct like that in my jobs. Yeah, it's like, it isn't super easy to like relate to things that are like just so out there compared to what you are dealing with in your personal life. Same here. A lot of things happen behind closed doors. Yeah. So most people don't see it. Indeed! So it could have happened in your workplace. Check this. Oh, I can check it out. I don't open links right now. Yeah, for sure, being in tech, we have a strong push for equality. So I'm definitely biased there. Yeah. It's hard. I mean, look at the 𝗦cie𝗰𝗶𝗹𝘀, and you see 100 storage of the other way. Yeah. So it's like you get a lot of the true things that happened that needed to come out, and you also get the lies that ruin people. Also like relatable but not relatable. It's like there was a story about a guy here in Norway that got accused of being a pedophile towards like his own child. And it was like a pretty small place. His reputation got like destroyed. Everyone hated him. But he never ever got in prison. He never ever got judged for being it or anything. And it turned out after a while, someone admitted something, and it turned out it was all a lie. But then the damage was already done. Like, more people heard about him being a pedophile than people heard that it wasn't true. And I feel like those things also, it's just insanely scary. So I don't want to like, how can I say it? I haven't spoken that much with 𝗦cie about it, but I feel like I would like to not have Sarah with me when I go in the locker rooms and stuff like that, when we're gonna go and to bathe in like a swimming pool or whatever. Then it would be really nice if she could go with 𝗦cie and stuff like that, because I'm just getting like so scared of being painted by of something I'm not. And there's also like cases where the child is just like drawn something, maybe a penis, because it's been in the locker room of the men's lockers or whatever, and then it's like, oh, why does this child paint this picture of a penis, and what's going on? Is she getting raped? Blah blah blah. And it's so scary. It's not Me Too movement though, but it's like things. I mean, those rules have always been around. Yeah, it's just it goes so much faster today. That is true. That is very true. I don't like the public execution part, but at least in the beginning it was mostly because laws. Yeah, or in many cases because law enforcement. I don't really care, but they weren't in enough power to make a difference themselves. Yeah. TVG Badger is a streamer who got accused of rape twice within a week. There are links where he posted all of the evidence, screenshots of messages they sent him. Whoa, that is wild. But yeah, with Me Too movement, I'm like unsure. I love that it empowers women to come stand up and speak. But I kind of wish, it doesn't work, but I do kind of wish it was like, okay, it's out, it's up there, but it's like a judge that is like finally putting the verdict down, you know? But the issue with that is that it's very often not any evidence. So it's very difficult. It's not, I guess, it just isn't a solution, which is fucked. Are those a lot of are those a lot of those stories? I feel like people love blowing stuff up unless you can point me to a case. You yourself is just spreading rumors about how strict we are on children. I'm not sure if I entirely understand what you mean, but these stories are like stories that 𝗦cije has been telling me from like her scrolling on Facebook and stuff like that. So it's not like I have gone out and done any research, but it's 𝗦cije that has like been telling me that we should be careful about those things because of those things. Yeah, but Facebook, there are like news articles on Facebook though. I will never trust one side of stories. Yeah, I guess. But it's Facebook. Yeah, Facebook, everything is a lie there, right? Analyzing kids can be deceive as well. Not only can/do they lie, the information you get from them can be flawed. I remember as a kid they gave me a test because I had issues telling the difference between fear and surprise. Oh, they thought I was being abused. Oh, yeah, professional Dave. Like there is in our family, like close family, there was actually like a child that said that the stepdad was like abusing, and there was no way of like saying that was true or fake. So the police just said to the mother that you can choose. You could either stay with your kids or your stepdad. And she basically just chose the stepdad because the kids were lying. So that is wild. And it's like 10, 15 years later, the truth is starting to come out, but that is just like weird. But I guess it's no way of like fixing that, you know? It's just something that is gonna happen. It's just a lie, but I know a lot of my older friends on Facebook spread outright lies. That is news articles. Yeah. It's hard to know what is like super factually true or not. But I guess that is like a part of this discussion as well. It's like it's pretty much the same. It's when Me Too is happening. If it's true or not, you don't really know. But it's also pretty good that it is out there. You know. It's very difficult.
Mob is not good. Like this mob mentality is bad. I agree with that, but I don't think that's exclusive to the Me Too movement.
But we're using it right now to say, oh, that person is bad. Oh, fuck that person. There's no further conversations being happening. If it's a movement to say, yes, okay, this hierarchy we've created of men and women, which is a result of the way men are expected to act, that women are expected to act. Let's have those conversations and everything changes, and I'll be over there all fucking day.
I think our guy is gonna move over to the disagree there. Our guy is gonna stay true to his brand. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. How far? All the way.
Overblown. What is that?
Can you use a different word?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the exact right word.
Yeah, I think I just somewhat agree that it's blown out of proportion, because I think what happens with social media is a group of people coin a term, and now we're all painted by it.
Like we are not in like a I don't know, like rape culture world, you know, like women are being catcalled every day. And so like men are still, I think, seen or experienced as like a predatory presence to women. So like that's why I just don't think it's like overblown. I think it's new.
If we were good men, there wouldn't be feminists, they wouldn't be attacking us, they wouldn't be hating us. You have a lot of guys who don't want to commit to marriage. You have a lot of guys who catcall. So yes, men have become toxic. And once again, I am
very like surprised though. You think? Do you agree? Like, I feel like, isn't it talking a little bit like, did he change side? What happened to our guy? What happened? Whoa. Didn't he kind of? Like, didn't he say like against people catcalling? And like guys not like wanting to like commit to women or something? It didn't sound that bad. Yeah, but that we are not good men today. Oh, yeah, okay. So it's like, but he's up to now, he's been like 100% like on the other side. Like men were good men back in the day. Yeah, has men ever been good? I'm just kidding. Like, I feel like I'm a pretty okay guy. I feel like I'm a nice guy. I probably do things wrong, like everyone else, but I try to be nice. I think it's both overblown and underused. Yeah, I think he has a reasonable take there. The movement is bad because the social media, but the premise is good. Yeah, Fraser. I'm kind of surprised actually. Think about what he said about chivalry and stuff. Yeah, it is kind of like crazy. Ay.
With all my beliefs and all my morals, I'm very traditional.
I see what you're saying, but the way you're framing it, like this word moral is kind of
We don't know what that is anymore, though. That's
well,
the
it's like it
problem.
sounds like you're saying like it's men's job to be like the moral compass of society.
It is.
No.
I think it's
Boom! He's just like, he's hardcore, man. He's like, it is. Just no fair, no nothing. What the hell? I think that is kind of wild, but it is wild. Yeah, he wants the 1950s. I think so too.
everyone's job.
It's everybody's, but men, if men want to coin themselves as the leaders, you have to hold up to the good and the bad.
Oh, the men are the leaders also. This is wild. It's like, it's basically illegal to say this now, man. But I guess he is not like us. He's a different kind of breed.
That's part of the problem, though.
Bring out
like,
the
that's what I
1600s
think
with
toxic
this guy, yeah.
masculinity, or it's putting too much pressure on yourself.
Yeah, he wants 1910 before they could vote. Yeah, he wants to, but I think he wants to go all the way back. All the way back. He is Adam, and he wants his Eve or something. Maybe they were actually kind of equal. I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, it's very obvious that we're grappling with like the history and the damage of like what a world completely run by men does to us. That's why I think we're talking about toxic masculinity.
Like, there is one thing I would say about this that is kind of, it could be looked as controversial. I don't agree with that guy, but I feel like there is like something that is, they were no equal. Oh, they wasn't equal? Okay, but I think I heard this in like Jordan Peterson's book or something, or in one of the things he have said. I know that someone is probably gonna say, oh, Jordan Peterson is a piece of shit or whatever, but yeah, oh no, yeah, I see you, 𝗦ci𝗰𝗋. But I feel like this is nothing like crazy. It's just that I think a lot of guys kind of feel like they don't belong anywhere. And I feel like that is like a small little issue. And that doesn't mean like men needs to like feed on women. It's not about that. But it's more like, there's no mission. There's nothing to accomplish. It's like you are, yeah. I feel like before you probably have a little bit of, you probably had a little bit more responsibilities and a little bit more of a mission that you wanted to accomplish, you know? I mean, some things he said is pretty 𝗻𝗶𝗹𝗀. Yeah, other stuff is reasonable. Yeah, I feel like, but I don't mean that it's the right thing that the man is gonna like provide for the woman. I feel like we should be equal. But I have a feeling that the guy that needed to provide for his woman felt really good when he was able to do it. He felt like, shit, I did a good job here. And I did something that was important. So I feel like a lot of boys need some responsibility, something that makes them feel good about themselves. You know, was that so controversial, 𝗦ci𝗰𝗋? Was it?
I am comfortable showing my emotions. 3, 2, 1, go.
Holy shit! It's just one that disagree? Like, what? yes, a lot of boys feel like they don't belong. That is true. But it doesn't mean they have to bring others down. I agree. I agree. So, as I said, it doesn't have to do anything with that. But I feel like before, it was like auto-solved. It was solved automatically because you had, or like, you took care of someone. But now it's like, we don't need you. So I feel like it would be nice to find something for those boys. That, but I don't know what. I don't know. I don't have the solution. What do you think? I'm smart? No, I'm not. I'm disagreeing here. I'm terrible with emotions. Same here. I would be on disagree. The only thing I can do is like laugh, smile, or like push it down. You know, that's what I can do. Sure, but we just need to raise them correctly then. Yeah, but also like give them. Yeah, there is solutions out there. I don't know. I can show some emotion though, but it's not like it's not easy, you know? Unwillingly.
It's been like harped upon me for years that like showing my emotions were bad, and like me trying not to be gay. I'm like, no,
yes,
like I don't want to show these emotions because I'm not gay. I can't be gay. Like I'm not.
But I feel like I'm pretty able to like just tell if there is something. I can say like, I don't like what you said to me there. I can say things like that. That is fine. But like I just feel like showing emotion sounds like more like you need to cry or something like that. And that is more like be very like all the ways, like all the emotional spectrum needs to like happen, you know? You can cry in front of us. Thank you, honestly. Thank you very much. Maybe I will. If I have to do an apology video after this, then maybe I will cry.
Supposed to be gay. Like the church tells me, my dad tells me, my mom tells me, everybody's telling me I'm not supposed to be gay. So like
anger is an emotion. Yeah, I can show that one.
Hell now yeah. 26. Like I'm over here like, okay, like, oh, you're insecure. Okay, that's what that feels like. Oh, you're sad. That's what that feels like. I can now be aware of those things, but to show them to other people right now is like really hard for me.
I do feel like I'm very verbally like about my emotions with my wife, but I wouldn't agree completely because I'm not like that with anyone else. I mean, I just feel that.
Yeah, I can see that. I'm a little bit similar. I feel like, as he said, I'm verbally very open about things, especially with Lintone. But with other people, like if there is someone like I know a little or barely know or something like that, I hold that shit in like 100%. I'm not gonna let them know shit, you know. I cry every time LT isn't the one that gets us at the end of the timer. Yeah. Hold. What is going on, honestly? And good morning. Good morning. I love you, man.
Class, and I was crying about it to my wife, but no one else at school saw me cry, you know? I specifically texted my wife, make sure the kids are asleep by the time I come home, because I just knew I was gonna be like, as soon as I stepped through that threshold to my house, I was just gonna let go, and I didn't want them to see that. But like the next day I sat down and I had that conversation with them, like, hey, I just wanna let you guys know, you know, your dad didn't pass this class, and they're like, oh, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, of course, you know.
Just
like,
cry in front of your kids, man. I remember like.
Just cry in front of your kids, man. Just do it. Just force yourself. Don't hide your kids, hide your mom, hide your wife. Oh my god, yeah. I don't know. This guy, he feels a little bit like overly modern, you know? Do you know what I mean? Cancel Ole, me too. Yeah. Yeah, you abuse me every time I'm there. Yes, I do, Diablos. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. But like, yeah. It is like that. I just feel like I don't want to like share too many emotions, like if I don't have to.
I cried for the first time when his mom died, and I remember like imprinting that in my mind as like, wow, you know, like my dad can be upset, and that was like an important thing to witness.
It's reality, emotion.
Yeah, it's real.
I cry in sad movies, too easy to hide the emotions. Yeah, that is kind of crazy though, because I feel like I can get a couple of tears if I'm watching a movie, But if someone die, if someone is sick, if something is happening, if someone hurts themselves, I'm like frozen in like the face, and like I don't know. I just guess that I could work in bad situations pretty okay. But I'm like the one that is like feeling it, or like I'm feeling it, but I'm like, it shows when I'm alone, you know, afterwards, like when no one sees. I'm not crying. I just have dust in my eye. Yeah, I always cry when Mufasa dies. Oh, that is sad. That is sad. Yeah.
I was raised by two parents that I never ever saw cry. The effect that that had on me was, by the time one of them passed away very suddenly, I didn't really seem to be affected at all. So I've actually had to do a lot of therapy on that. This thing about masculinity not being able to show your emotions is very bad. It puts us backwards in society, and we need to be thinking about how to tap into our emotions in a healthy way together.
Maybe. I'm like so unsure. I feel like here, for the first time in this one, I'm on the wrong side probably, because I don't mean that other men can't like show more emotion, cry, have the entire spectrum. I totally 100% support it, but I myself is like a suppressor. I suppress that shit. I suppress it so hard, it's gonna be suppressed. It's gonna be turned into diamonds, man. It's really weird. Me and Lentunas talked about it many times. Like it doesn't seem like I process things, you know. But I don't know. Maybe I'm a psycho. I don't know. I do feel the pain, but I just push it really far down, you know. I went to boarding school. That definitely did not help with emotions. Yeah, same sometimes, but I try to be better. Yeah, but I'm like that is the thing though. I'm not sure if I need to change it. Do I need to change it? Like, I am not sure. I don't really see yet the thing where it's like you have to cry. Like I don't really get that yet, you know?
You're standing in your truth, brother.
Where you have to. Where it's like obligated.
Nice hearing
From you.
All right, I gotta be honest. I'm
Maybe you have
the
to.
one who submitted the penis size.
It's not like I don't cry. I can cry. Just give me a second.